Welcome to World Conflict Channel. The situation in the Ukrainian city of Bakmut, which has an important strategic location, is getting more critical with each passing hour. In the city, which could be a turning point in the war for both sides, Russia's attacks intensify as the possible counterattack of Ukraine approach us. Heavy fighting continues in the central and southern part of the city. Despite huge losses, today the Russians launched attacks from the north too. However, the Russian forces have not made any significant progress since yesterday. The Russians only made small advances in the east, where Ukraine's defense line was weak, capturing a few buildings. Apart from that, there is no advance of the Wagner forces and the Russian army that came to their aid. Yes, the Russians have suffered great losses in the violent clashes in the region in recent days. But there is another reason altogether that is stopping the Russian forces. According to the latest information, the Ukrainian armed forces began to gradually increase the intensity of their counterattack in the city. It is reportedly that the Ukrainian army has increased its attacks, especially in the east, where the Russians have advanced into the city and where the most critical situation is experienced. Russian sources also confirm the information about the attacks. In fact, several videos also allegedly belonging to Ukraine's counterattacks were published on social media today. Russian sources welcome the news with great uneasiness. According to them, the counterattacks, which have intensified in the last day, indicate that the great counterattack that Ukraine has been preparing for months can begin at any moment. The concerns of the Russians about the massive counterattack are now reflected on state televisions in recent days. Francis Scarr, who watches Russian state TV for the BBC, said the possibility is clearly stirring up a reaction in the media. In a clip he shared online, presenter Olga Skabeyeva warns that Russia should not treat this counteroffensive flippantly. "I always urge everyone to remember September last year, the events of Kharkiv. Back then they also announced their offensive in advance and then we withdrew from Kherson so that nobody would die. May we not retreat anymore."
События они тогда тоже анонсировали, а потом мы отошли из Херсона, чтобы никто не погиб. Вот чтобы не отходить уже. Не надо, хватит, отходили.
However, although many official sources, including the USA, say that counterattacks will begin next week, this is not convincing at the moment. The main reason for this is the situation on the roads of the city of Bakmut. It is almost impossible for heavy armored vehicles to advance in the region. You can see the condition of muddy roads in Bakmut best from this video.
О, пацани, зараз може нам поможуть. Рабеха нас попробує дьорнути. О, дякувати Богу, ми пішли.
Thanks for watching. You can support us by subscribing to our channel.